craving to make sweater apparels, clothing apparels with the Kenyan flag, and I'm putting this on record so that I commit myself into creating them. And the thing about crocheting is, once you have one idea about a project, you have to be willing to commit to completing it, and that's, for a person who has a small attention span, can be something. So this is my journal. So I'm craving to make just different shape of apparels, mostly sweaters with like a Kenyan flag in different colors. I'm thinking white, black, pink, and mustard. I haven't thought of the weight of the yarns, but then for me to start running through this idea, I also want to finish the current projects that I have that I haven't completed. I currently have this crop top that I'm working on. I want to add an hoodie, and then that will be it. After this one, I'll see if I'll pick another work in progress, or I'll start on the idea that I'm currently having. My fear with starting on the idea that I'm currently having is that I do not have enough yarn for the different colors that I want. So, and I'm not in a mood of starting a project that I can't complete. But again, the size of that project isn't something that I can complete in a day. So we'll see where that will take us. The other thing I want to do is, as I complete this project or any other project, or even as I work on the ideas that I'm having, I want to watch some of the... I have asked my siblings to recommend TV series or movies that they like. The thing about me and my sister and my cousins, who are my brothers, is that we all have different tastes, and I'm terrified at the idea of asking them for suggestions, because like my sister really loves horror movies. I love horror movies, but then she's dark, so I don't like her rendition. Joshua loves science fiction. You know, these things that make you question the Bible, or even the different type of gods. Do you want to go there? Of course not. Obed is unpredictable. He can talk about comedy, but he can also go to the very dark horror movie. I love movies I love comedy that has a little bit of action, and I'm coming from loving romantic movies, but I love the really chick flicks, you know, the girly movies. That is what I love. But as I take up this challenge, I want to see if I can look at some of the movies that they've recommended, and I'll give a feedback on what I think about. So let us see where this challenge takes us. So I just completed watching. Yesterday I watched Trap. So underwhelming. It wasn't as horrific as I thought it was going to be in the scope of horror movies that my sister recommends. And then I have just finished watching The Virgin. Loved it. My siblings keep picking on me, saying that I love watching movies that are for a long time ago. So I went to look at when The Virgin was filmed, and I realized it's for 2014. Anyway, good movie. It's a good movie. Doesn't matter when it was filmed. So we're still working on this crop top setup. I'm working on the hooded area. So this is one side of the hoodie. I want to work the same number of rows as here, then finish the back part, and I'll keep posting you on the progress. So yes, we are done. This is what we have so far. Let us see how it feels. I like this detailing right here. And the hoodie just because. Now we've completed this. I thought we were going to start onto the idea that I have, but we have a dilemma. I've realized I need black, white, red, and green. I've realized I don't have the green yarn to help complete the Kenya flag, the idea that I have. So I don't know whether to start. I don't know whether to start on what I currently have, because it's currently 4 p.m. so that by the time I have made progress tomorrow, I'll go get more yarn. Or should I pick another work in progress? I've got like 6 projects that I've not completed. What to do? I think I'll start on this project, see how far I reach. Then when the yarn is completed, at least you'll have made headway. Or when we reach where we need green, I'll know what to do. The idea behind this is to make something very, very simple. I'm going to use a majority of half double crochet. I'm using half double crochet because this yarn is thin. If it was the chunkier yarn, I would have used the single crochet. So I'll show you once you have progress, and I will change this into a much comfortable outfit. This is the progress, and I am not loving it. I don't know, I feel like they're turning out. First of all, I don't like a lot of colors. It looks a lot like scrap yarn. I'm not a big fan of scrap yarn. I love mono colors. And I don't know, in this side the white looks hidden, in this side the black looks like a lot, but then I'm going to trust the process. Let us see how the final look is going to be. I'm thinking going forward, I'm going to do, instead of 3 rows of half double crochet, maybe I'll do 2, especially for the black, red, and green. Also, I've watched some of the recommendations that my siblings gave me. I tried looking at the movie Kill. I'm not the biggest fan because first of all, they're not speaking in English. Secondly, they've got that exaggerated film videography that I'm not also a big fan of. And then the 2 parties are fighting left, right, and center. I'm not sure why. I don't know if I missed something. I've also watched Ride Along 1 today for the first time, and I love it. Kevin Hart and Ice Cube, they don't disappoint. So now I'm looking for another movie to watch as I crochet this. You know, the funny thing is, when I look at the list of movies, I have seen a movie, The Hunger Games. I'm not sure why for the longest time, anytime I heard the name Hunger Games or I read the name Hunger Games, I thought it was a series. So I'm debating whether or not to watch that. I wish I knew what it was about. A part of me wants to watch chick flicks, those painfully girly movies. But then another part of me wants to watch mystery, and not mystery like horror, mystery like what? I think The Divergent. I've loved that movie, and Uglies. So I'll let you know what I decide. How many levels of wrong do you see here? Three, 4? A million, there's no wrong answer. I feel like there's so many wrongs, but we're keeping the faith. If it backfires, tomorrow is another day, we'll take it from the top. I don't know how I feel about the project and life in general. It's currently about 6 p.m. I spent most of my day sitting at the same spot, doing the same thing, different projects. And I know right now I should be journaling so that I can figure out exactly what I'm feeling and devise a plan. But here I am hiding in this project that is clearly backfiring. Perfect brain. This should be one of the most perfect evenings, but so many things have gone wrong in this evening. So many things. I feel like I'm living in a parallel universe. I feel like someone is just going to leave. Then I'm going to, life will go back to less heart, less emptiness, less sadness, less things to attempt to figure out. I mean, okay, whoever said adulting is a scam, they wrote it like a footnote. It should be like on capital letters, bold and aligned. So yes, I currently really hate this, but let us continue. Let us see how the progress is. This is the progress that we currently have. We have our Kenyan flag. I'm not sure if it's captured well on the camera, but the weight for the white, black and red is different from this green. So I decided instead of I was going with the 3-3, I decided to go with the 2 rows here so that I can get the same size. Now I'm going to continue with the rest of the sweater. Let me see how the progress will become. You and I are going to explore this together. So now, earlier on I had told you that I'm in the way I'm feeling so bad or so sad and so how much I'm hating this season. And I guess the reason why I'm putting this on video is because there is a lady that I follow on YouTube. Her name is Adeline. Adeline is a lady who is haven't followed her story in detail, but the portions of her story that I follow really inspire me. She's this lady who, if I remember her story correctly, she got cancer when she was a little bit younger, maybe in her teenage years or thereabout, cervical cancer, and it affected her womb, obviously. Thankfully, she got healed from the cancer. So what I find inspiring about the story of Adeline is how she always, first of all, I love the vulnerability of her videos. I love the way she is okay putting her story out here. And then considering she's a film artist, she's a professional. She takes professional videos, wedding videos, films for a living. So I find her production also very, very calming. Thirdly, I also love the way she always finds God in the details of her story, even when her story is gut-wrenching. You know, stories that you hear and you think the best thing you should be saying is where is God in this. So I find that very inspirational. For a hot minute now, Adeline and her husband have been in a journey of trying to get a child. So like most of the people I like in terms of books I read or like content I consume, much as I look at their stories like on a day to day, week to week, sometimes I give it time before I go back and look at it so that I can consume their content in bulk. So I do this with writers, movies, series, where I wait for someone to just continue with their production, even if it's a podcast. I wait for weeks on end for the podcast for episodes to accumulate for me to know what they've been back. So last week I went back to Adeline's channel, and I found that they had found a surrogate, and the process was about to begin. The fertilization process was about to begin. So I remember feeling very happy for her. And to be honest, that film for me also planted a seed of hope, because if you've been watching her channel, we've been with her, all her high highs, her low lows, and especially in her journey of trying to get a baby, it has been bad news after bad news. So I was feeling for her. So when I went back there and then found that they had gotten a surrogate, the whole process was ready to begin. I was so happy for them. So imagine I was happy for them and I was hopeful for myself. I kept somewhere deep within me, I just felt like the God who has done it. It just felt like he's a God of season, and the God who has done it for them will do it for me too, not in terms of conceiving a child, but in terms of getting hope or getting out of the darkness of this season. So imagine my heart broke come yesterday morning when I went back to her channel, and Adeline was there informing us, the audience, that they had lost the baby at 8 weeks. I feel for them. I feel for myself. put I was doing a thing, I was trying to understand a thing about my TV, and one thing led to the other, and I stumbled upon the video that I had taken when I was 1 month into the organization I was working for. I looked at myself, I listened to the story that I said at the time, and there's something in me that was prompted to pick a camera again, because so much has happened right now, and because I do not want to be one of those people who cry on camera, I want to start the journey of just, I don't know, most of the time I journal on a book, but this one looks like a record I want to keep. I want to look back and see how I got over this season. Not even getting over, because I don't think the right word is getting over. I do not, to be honest, right now the place that I'm in, I do not think the posture of my heart is to get over. I think the right word is moving forward. I looked at the videos that I made during when the year began, earlier on this year and late last year, who I was then, and I'm comparing to myself to who I am now. And all I want to do is pick a camera, so that I too can look back and reflect. I too can look at this moment and see, because for a hot minute, so many things feel like a blur. So many things have gone so wrong. I can't recognize myself anymore. Yeah, so let us see how I love how the pattern here is different from the pattern here. I feel like this side is more conspicuous than this, but we'll figure it out one row at a time. Hi, so it's the following day. I have a little yarn haul. I have run the errand that I really didn't want to, but I'm mighty glad that it was successful, and I'm done with that. Let me show you some of the things that I got. I got the white yarn that we had started for this sweater, the one with the thin strand. I also got the chunky white yarn. Don't ask me why. This is the problem of not having a very linen thought, but and because if you see this, what I learned yesterday by doing these plans is that I will need a very little portions of the Kenyan plants. So instead of buying in the wholesale packets, I decided to buy one of each. So I bought I have the black, red and green. So I have the black and red in the thin yarn like you saw yesterday, but then I do not have the black and red in the chunky yarn. So now I have that. And if you remember, yesterday we did this green that was chunky. What I was lacking was the thin version for this, which now I have gotten it. And it's not the way you go to a yarn store and it starts talking to you. I don't know what drugs they put there. So I bought unprovoked. I got this. I got this. this and this. Yes, I have an idea for what I want to do with them, but will I follow through with those ideas? Who knows? To be very honest, right now most of the things I want to do with crochet, apart from content creation, I intend to sell. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to sell every piece that I make. If I don't make sales, that will be a bummer and it will be very discouraging. It will be a waste of money. But if it goes out, then I feel like it will really boost my motivation to keep creating some of the clothing ideas that I have in mind. You see, the way you wake up one day and you as an artist and decide to create something, whether you're going to write, whether your creativity is in writing or drawing or photography or like videography, that is what I have. I have an idea that I want to see through. I want to be on the other end of that idea, whether it is successful or not. But I want to say I tried. I do not want to say I didn't have time. I don't want to say I was so discouraged that I didn't follow through and stuff. So in the next couple of hours or weeks, I'm hoping I'll be able to follow through those ideas. Fingers crossed. Let's see the progress we can make today. There's one thing that will humble you. It is crochet. So yesterday I slept at about midnight trying to complete this side of the arm, yeah, so that I can start this part, and I did. But look at the humblings of crochet. What is this? So now I have to flog the entire project. I feel so bad. And then I have two choices. Either get started with the flogging so that I can finish this project today, or do those what is it called? Like a cleansing project. I do a simple beanie, get content. But also people look at crochets and think, this is so therapeutic. I have to forgo this. Next time we think about therapy. One of my favorite YouTubers is Amazing Me-ish Grace. If you watch her videos, then you know. That girl suffers through crochet products. She has these ideas on her head on what she wants to make, and then she makes them, she undoes them. So right now, as I frog this, she's my inspiration. Normally, ideally, I hate frogging, but seeing the way she thinks of frogging and how she is so devoted in getting what she pictures correctly, I'm inspired. So let me redo this. Let me just undo my entire evening yesterday. I should have taken that time to sleep or even read a book, but here we are. I am done frogging and I've added the stitches, so now I'm working on the back panel. I'll tell you how it goes. So on that list my siblings gave me, I have watched the trap. I've watched Trap. Sight, it's not as horrific as I thought that it's Sight. I've watched Kill, but I couldn't complete it because First, it is most of the parts, the characters are speaking in Hindi, and I don't want to read subtitles. It's not, it doesn't flow well when you're working on our projects. So I had to stop halfway. And then those people are fighting so much, I don't even know the genesis of their fights, where they're fighting. And I couldn't be bothered to know. I also watched The Killer, loved The Killer. I love The Killer, I love the concept of The Killer. So now I'm watching the series Reacher. 10 minutes in, I like it. So far I like it. So yeah, let me go on with this project as I watch The Reacher. I can't give you a review about it. Much as I'm not big on giving reviews, because I'll give you a review and then it will be a spoiler. But as for me, I love people who give me spoilers. I love people who tell me in details what a movie is about before I start working, before I start investing my time in it. I'll catch up with you in a few. Several hours later, this is what we have for the back panel. This is the progress. This is the progress. I decided to take a detour and try to do something else. And I worked on this beanie. Remember I don't know if you can see the details. Remember one of the holes that I took? Was one of the yarns that I had bought. I was craving to see how it works. So when you look at it, you see it has a purple detail. So I decided to do this beanie. Unfortunately, the purple lavender yarn has ended, but I think it works out so beautifully. So there's that. Then I also worked on, I'm also working on this beanie. It is a black, it has this black and white. I'll show you. Let me complete this. So yesterday, I found myself struggling with something, a lot of somethings. Number one was this idea that I have with the sweater. Right now, I'm working towards having an inventory for sale. Yeah? So I found myself struggling with how viable crochet is as a business because of the time it takes to complete one project. So as I was overthinking and feeling underwhelmed, I was reminded of why I had stopped crocheting for business. When I started crocheting, especially as a business, I worked on a few items for gifting people, and especially in my former workplace, and that is how I got my first few clients. One of the things that I found discouraging is once someone places an order with you, they have an expectation of when this order is going to be completed. So I found myself feeling a little bit discouraged for not being able to complete the orders in a span of a week or even 2 weeks. So this is this one. And this is how it worked out. tie at this end like this, then have a. So like I was saying, I found myself feeling a little bit insecure about how long it takes to complete like a single project. Formerly, I found myself discouraged for not being able to complete clients' orders in a span of a week or two. And then the worst part is if someone wears the sweater or the tops, and then they found something is it's not a perfect fit, so you have to redo that again. This is the end product. I like it. I love it. So the plan today is probably go look for one ball of yarn, lavender, to complete this, and continue with this back panel. So yeah, as I was telling you, I found myself yesterday, I was struggling with the idea of crocheting as a business, especially now that the plan was to create an inventory. I'm not here to give you a revelation of what I have decided, what I've realized. No. If anything, I just came here to just let you know that I'm struggling with the idea of doing crochet as a business. Because, for example, when I started working on this sweater, first of all, I didn't think it will take more than 2 days, which it has. But then I haven't been working fully 100% on it. Yesterday, I experienced a unique challenge where doing the this repetitive stitch started taking a toll on me and my thoughts and my motion. And you know, one of the things that I love or prefer about crochet is that it is quote unquote a mindless activity. You can just sit down, watch a movie, and just crochet your life away. But yesterday, I didn't find myself crocheting my life away. I found myself struggling. The more I crochet, I did this repetitive stitch, the more I felt like I'm wasting my life, the more I felt like I won't be compensated enough for this. And the more I realized, I don't know if it is a realization or it is just me beating myself up, the more it just feels like I do not have the plan I thought I had. Wasn't a feasible one, because how is anyone supposed to make ends meet? How are you supposed to pay your daily, weekly, or even monthly bills with a crochet business? Then also indulge in your hobbies. How can you travel the world when this thing is so tied up to your time and your skill like that? Anyway, that is the progress that we are currently having. When it comes to movies, I've watched The Richer. No, not The Richer. Richer. And I love that movie. The narrative of the story is a little bit close to home. Just a little. The way Jack lost his brother Joe. his resolve, I love his mind. He's a smart person. Then another thing that I watched yesterday, it is Divergent 2. To be honest, I didn't know Divergent. Yesterday is when I realized that Divergent has a sequel of 4. So yesterday I watched Divergent 2. Loved it. Loved it so much, Mbaka. I don't know if I should watch Divergent 1 again and then now watch Divergent 2 before investing time to watch Divergent 3. The thing about me is, I love watching movies and series that I've watched before, especially those that I already know the storyline. I can watch those things over and over. I feel like there's something very comforting about watching a movie whose ending you already know. But investing my time to watch a movie or a series that you don't know how it's going to be, it's a little bit of an extreme sport for me. Like yesterday, I found a series called Equalizer by Queen Latifah. I have sent it on the group WhatsApp with my siblings so that I can get their review. I want to know if it's good or bad. It looks like another action movie. I don't know, what movies are you guys watching? I love movies that are painfully chick flicks, those ones that girls just concentrate on shopping, laughing. Those are the movies I prefer, but these action movies, this way on me, they sort of make me scared. Oh, okay. I have it as enough with this one. Eat it. There's one thing that will humble you. It is crocheting. Crocheting will make you love the process of untangling both yarn and the thoughts in your mind and the mess in your life. So see, when I have a tangible progress, hopefully I'll be joining the back and the front panel. I don't even know what my plan is for this, for the completion of this sweater. Initially I thought it was 2 days. Then I realized that, first of all, it's taking a toll on my hand and it's taking a toll on my mind. So today the plan is to be more active. I don't think I'm going to put so much of my time on crocheting again. I'm going to do other things. For example, get yarn, the lavender yarn I was telling you about, so maybe I'll go for shopping for that. I also realized most of my stitch markers, they're these plastic pins that are breaking. Most of them are breaking, so I want to see if I can get some fancy stitch markers, tape measures, and I think I'll also sit down and just take a cup of coffee away from the office, now that I don't have an employer, and also wrap my mind around what this new season looks like. Okay, so this is day 3 and we finally have the back panel. So the idea is to attach this with this, then start on the arms, and in between of course I've slept, and I've also made these 2 beanies. I don't know, it's part of my inventory. So I've also created a few reels, and I have gained a little bit of new subscribers, something that I'm very much grateful for. So let us see how long it will take for me to finish. So yesterday I went to the market to buy yarn. I got this yarn so that I can be able to complete this. I also got another black yarn because when I made the black beanie, this is all that was left. So I got this one. For the sweater concept, I still have in my head for the Kenyan flag. There's a project I had started on, but I wasn't getting the right shade of I feel like this is mustard yellow. So yesterday I finally got it. So we are going to complete that. A part of me wants to complete it the way I wanted it, meaning it's this monochrome, and the intention was this was going to be my sweater, but then there's a small part of me that wants to complete this with the Kenyan flag and add it as part of my inventory. I don't know, but I'm close. That bridge is a little. At the moment, let me continue with this sweater, then in between I'll complete this one. I don't know, something about this one feels like I made it a little bit too long. I don't know if I should reduce it. I think I'll sell it as is so that I can try out different designs and get customers' feedback. Yeah, so that is the update. I'll let you know what cuts as we go on. I'm wondering, has any of you watched the series Richa? I watched season 1 in a day. It only has about 8 episodes, and I loved every bit of it. It doesn't have too much violence, but it has violence in terms of action, and it's not the inhumane kind of violence. It's the one that it's vengeance. And now I'm on episode 2, and I'm really loving it so much so that I don't want to even finish it so fast. I'm taking it in doses. Richa is one of the things that I'm watching. I'm also watching the movie Divergent I mentioned earlier. So Divergent 2, the title is Insurgent. Then Divergent 3, its title is Allegiant. I don't know what that is about, and I have loved 1 and 2 so much that I have decided not to watch it as fast. Like, I'm taking my time with it. I know these are old movies, and if you know me, you know that I love old movies. Not old the 1980s, but I love the classics. Even when I choose series, a lot of people like watching the recent series. Personally, I love watching series that have got like 5-15 seasons in. A lot of seasons, basically. I like this idea of you're watching something over and over, and then just when the storyline is at its peak, you stay with that anxiety or that curiosity of you have to wait for months before the next batch of production. So what I'm doing right now is attaching the ends using a single crochet. This sweater is using a basic half double crochet for the majority of the part, and then at intervals I'm using the single crochet or the slip stitches. Let me know if you would like to get a pattern of this. I could also do a tutorial. I have a number of tutorials that I have recorded, but I haven't edited the videos. I'll post them eventually. Right now I'm in a season, man. I'm in a season of so much sadness, so much brokenness, that I'm willing myself to crochet so that my mind is not wandering off to so many things, so that my mind is here. I've never done a crochet vlog, and when I think about how long it will take to edit this, I want to cry a little. But there's always a every day is a learning experience. Let us see how this one goes. So here is where we are with the sweater. So I'm going to do the arms and do a neat finishing below here. But I really like the progress. Clearly it's going to be a baggy for a person like me. Not even sure what hand size I'll use, but I'll figure it out as we go. Then on the brighter side, we have to put this aside because I have gotten an order for baby shoes, 2 pairs. So I'm going to work on that and I'll show you the progress. This is going to turn out to be one long vlog. Fingers crossed. That gives me I'm grateful. That gives me one thing that I'm grateful for today. I have gotten my first order in a hot minute. So let us work on those and the beautiful orders, the things I'm looking forward to making. So let us see how it goes. I have completed the 2 sleeves. What I want to do is attach them here. Then I'll show you the progress. I have attached every part of the sweater. So far I like this is the wrong side. I don't know if you can see the wrong side. So far this is what we have. I'm not sure what neckline I want to use here. So first of all I'm going to do a finishing here. See if I want to elongate it a little. Then I'll think about the collar. I'm a little bit uncomfortable with this sweater because I normally make sweaters that are my size, but this is a little bit baggy even for me, and I specifically hope that I get a client for this. So this is one of the first inventories that I made. So let me do a finishing here and here, and I'll show you what we have. I'll let you know what I decide on the collar. I have finished the lower part. I decided to go with a double crochet to give it that neat finishing. And then this is currently all the yarn that is left. I'm pretty sure it won't be enough for the collar. It means that I have to go for yarn shopping. Also, it means that the video is becoming longer than expected. So kindly follow me for part 2. I didn't think this video is gonna be a 2-part video, but follow me for the part 2. I'll show you what I decided to do with the collar, because whichever way I decide to do, this won't finish all this surface area, and I want to do something that that matches the sweater. So this is what we currently have. There is this is one of the hand, the neck, and the next hand. So I think so far, and then this is the full on sweater, and the front part and the back part. So far I like the progress. I remember when I was newer in crocheting, I would see something like this, or even the hand, the way it's big or it's a little bit wobbly, and I'll get scared. The first time I ever saw that, I was making a client's order, so I had to call my mom and say, yo, I think I've ruined the sweater, but I can't tell where I missed the measurements. And I remember she requested me to send her a video of what I had, and she was like, once you put the arms, it's going to be, once you do this, you know, the crocheting, the pattern that you do around the armhole before you start working on the arms, like once you do the actual arm, it's going to be okay. And true to our words, the sweater was okay. So, and now I'm not worried about this. I know I'm going to, whichever design I decide to come up with, it's going to be fine. So I really thought I was going to finish this, but then follow me for part 2. So what we've done currently is that is the progress we have on the sweater. We also got an order for the baby shoes, and this is what we made. I haven't put the buttons yet, and I'll be doing a delivery to the client tomorrow. So here. That is the first pair. This is the second pair. I like the color that she has chosen. The client is the one who chose these colors. I'm going to take a better video. We also worked on an inventory. The beanie. We have the white beanie with the tie and dye here, black and white tie and dye. Then the black with the tie and dye. So that is all we have for this video. Kindly comment, like, share. Let me know what else you would like to see. I'm also thinking of starting this crochet series a little bit more often as time allows me. I hope you enjoy. Please give me a feedback. Let me know what you would like to see next. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you.